What is up, guys? Again, NotTheWorst here, bringing another Black Desert online video, and today we're taking a look at the patch notes for June 21st. You can see we've got a little tag note right at the beginning here with the Black Desert Festa that's going to be starting July 1st. There's going to be a stream along with it, something I can tell you ahead of time, and I think it mentions it when you go on this banner, but we're going to be having Scrolls of Equilibrium coming around again. So if you it doesn't mention it here, but I have seen it. We're getting them for the Festa event that's coming up. So if you are looking to, I guess, permanently reroll your class to something else, move your XP, whatever the case may be, and you've been waiting for those, there is one coming around. I'd also like to hear that we get maybe a third item copy / tag implementation, considering we just have 10 bajillion classes in the game at this point, but personal preference maybe. All right, moving into what's going on this week. First up, we've got events, and we have some new events celebrating the 1-year anniversary of, is it the global service? Yeah, global service. Okay. 1 year of global service on it. 1 year of two-factor authentication also being in effect. First up, you got Rocking Horse of Yesteryears, and you have no clue what this does. It's an item. You'll collect it when you log in on the Challenges tab, and then it's going to sit in your inventory for a couple weeks because reasons. That we'll find out what it does. You'll have the opportunity to uncover the secret held by Vipico's Rocking Horse. Anybody remember the what's the key item from the Nova that's still probably sitting in my Nova's inventory to this day? We never got, we didn't get a follow-up quest to that thing, right? And there's more of them too that I'm forgetting. Yeah, this guy, King's Key. Bring the item to Baskin Leisure, the chairman. Oh no, we did get a follow-up with a Nova exclusive storyline quest. All right, my bad. We got a follow-up on that one. It obviously took so long that I forgot the item existed. So I can't imagine a festival one would also be the same, but you never know. Special coupon's going to be available also on Friday, not July 1st, this Friday. Coming out, so you'll get 1,000 cron stones when that coupon goes live. Obviously today's Wednesday, so I don't have it in the video, but once it does go live on Friday, it'll be in the description. So if you're checking this out over the weekend and you're looking for the code, it's linked in the description. If you're catching this before then, it's not, because it's not out. We've also got a reset, and this is currently live on your 530% XP scrolls, so you can get another set of those, which seems to be the case once a year around for that. It is one. It is currently available for 1 loyalty in the shop. Why do they have this? That's the remnant. I shouldn't nitpick, man. It's goofy, and we know this, but that's not the icon for a 530% XP scroll. Or maybe it is. Maybe they changed it. We've got earrings and helmet prepared by the Black Spirit. These were around once before, but they're around again if you want another set for it. The Blood-Eyed Visor and Blood-Eyed Earrings just exists. So there's that. We've got Mysterious Peddler in the Land of the Morning Light. Nope, it's in Velia. Yeah, okay. Visit the Peddler in Velia or Land of the Morning Light for special silver items that they've got. You can do a little quest and get a one-time ghost fee and mystical artisan bundle, which isn't too shabby. And then they have the Diokman's special silver shop. We actually don't know what's in these until you open them. But there's one that's twice a week per family and then 3 times a week per family that are available. And yeah, it's obviously going to be stuff. But yeah, when you click to find out more, you can do it. But they literally you'll have to wait and see to open one, what's in them. So what's in it? There you go. Purchase them and find out. Yeah, cool. Nice. So I have that page. Adventuring is even more exciting when you're together with guild login rewards for all guild members. Some extra stuff in it. Character, weight, and inventory exchange coupon is included with that. Here's your combat skill XP, health, strength. This is big for a lot of people that have been asking for those sorts of things, as we had mentioned. And then we've got some extra guild funds also available. If you're a new or returning adventurer, you're going to get some season materials by joining guilds that's added in. Then we have kind of an interesting thing, special bundle for adventurers to choose. Essentially, you're going to vote on Vel or Garmoth for it and get their concentrated aura. And then depending on what the adventurers choose, everyone's going to get an additional Vel or Garmoth roaring bundle, and that's going to be on June 30th and July 7th both. So good luck getting your Garmoth hearts, because I know everybody is trying to procure one at the moment. We've got to find the GMs in the Morning Light. If you uncover hidden GMs in the Morning Light area using hints from stunning landscape photos that they left behind, you can net yourself some crons that are available. So that's it for the events. Moving into class changes, we have a few with just some issue fixes and a couple of tweaks, but we have pretty extensive and actually really powerful updates here to Guardian. So I'll read the dev note in brevity and then mention a couple of skills that are kind of wild, in my opinion, at least on paper. We've made significant improvements to Awakening Guardian, a class that wields powerful two-handed weapons to deal damage to enemies. In today's update, we've focused on enhancing the damage output and combo potential of the skills, further emphasizing the iconic Jordan weapon. Two key skills, Dragon's Maw and Flow Howling Light, have undergone substantial revamps to better align with their intended concepts and perform effectively in various combat scenarios. Previously, the Dragon's Maw skill had a limitation where it didn't apply knockdown effects when hitting distant enemies with a frontal attack. We addressed this issue by expanding the skill's range and introducing a sweeping motion, allowing the Guardian to knock down enemies with satisfying swinging sensation, and a range to knock down at that. Furthermore, the flow skill, Howling Light, has been adjusted to complement the modified Dragon's Maw skill. It now inflicts extensive additional damage. When you see the numbers, they're not kidding. The damage increase is extensive. Enhanced with Dragon's Maw and incorporates the mesmerizing effects of Jordan's Flame. This combination serves to further amplify the Guardian's imposing presence and leave a lasting impression on adversaries. So a couple things. Flow Suppress has accuracy rate increased from 3% to 12. We see 3 to 9 on Ashes. A couple of changes with Air Smash and Down Smash effects, but here's Dragon's Maw for it. So removed the charge effect and transformed it into a powerful attack utilizing Jordan. However, you can still maintain forward guard, and by holding Shift LMB, you can maintain the forward guard stance. So you can literally hold on to it and then let it go when you want to. That's what she said. Change the cooldown of it so that it maxes at 10 seconds instead of 12. It's now a tier 3 add-on instead of a tier 2, which I can't recall a single time I've seen them modify add-on tiers since they were first revamped. So I'm glad to see that, because there's a ton of instances with other classes that need to have these adjusted, but I don't know if we'll get them. And then on the other side, be careful with where we're doing that. Okay, so the previous damage on a two times charge attack at max was 1040 with 9 hits in the with a 50% PvP damage reduction rate. It's now 6 hits of 2496 with a 56.5% PvP damage reduction, and it's also ranged knockdown. So that's a thing, man. Flow Howling Light, we got some changes here as well. Removed the cooldown for the flow and then changed the damage to it as well. So that it is now 864 with 6 max hits. It's got a 50% accuracy bonus on it. It applies burn 90 every 18 seconds per 3 seconds on hit. And then you get the same, you get recovery on it still, but it's 60 HP on hits instead of 30 previously. So very nice for that. We also see Searing Fang gets a very significant damage increase as well. However, in this case, the PvP damage reduction was reduced to equate for that. So it goes from 728 to 1310. Scornful Slash at 1431 going up to 1717. And Flow Ash is going from 1439 to 1727. Each of those last ones all do have the PvP damage reduction rate adjusted so that it's modified the same, whereas the earlier skills I expect are going to hit very hard. Other updates, there isn't a ton of stuff other than obviously they're trying to fix stuff in Land of the Morning Light quest, some issues in making things make a little more sense for it. There were added deer mobs, for instance, if you've done that quest where you had to stand there and wait for a couple minutes to let them respawn because there's just not enough and those sort of things. If you think I'm a little extra critical of things in this patch video, that's because I just completed Land of the Morning Light quest on Monday and it has put me in a terrible mood about Pearl Abyss, Black Desert stuff in general. If you haven't done the quest line, it is extremely long. I've heard some people say they knocked it out in 6 hours when they were like trying to actual speedrun it. Personally, I can't see 6 hours being possible for me. People claimed it. It took me somewhere around 10 hours ballpark. I wasn't timing it exactly. Granted, it wasn't like I was, trying to get everything ASAP and not like I didn't take breaks and stuff in between. I think it took me 3.5 days of actually playing to get that done, but it is obscenely long for a main quest storyline. I mean, obscenely long. You're also required to do Magnus prior to it, so if you haven't, then you get a nice 3 to 5 hour precursor of, in my opinion, extremely annoying quests in a lot of cases first to do, and then you jump into the very lengthy quest line. I contemplated why I still play this game several times while going through this quest line. It was just obnoxious. I'm not against having quest line for new areas. by any means. In fact, there should be. I just felt that having them be so long to unlock each boss through the tails or whatever was really, really cumbersome. And then the true issue, what got me kind of disgruntled, and I may do a separate video on this because I saved all of the times it continuously happened on stream. It crashed on me and soft locked on me so many times. There was instances where everybody had like their own fix. So while I'm streaming it, there'd be like, I keep calling it a soft lock. There'd be instances where I don't know, you talk to a statue or something, and then all of a sudden you can't interact with anything. Escape menu doesn't work. You can't talk to NPCs. You can move around or whatever. And then my chat would light up and they'd be like, oh, press Alt T, or oh, open your settings, or oh, do this, or oh, do this. And sometimes some of those worked and sometimes they didn't. And there were a handful of times that happened, probably 10 or 12 times throughout the quest line. And a few of those I had to actually none of the hot fixes worked. None of the like fixes everybody had do a little this worked a couple of times, and I had to just close the game and reopened it. And I contemplated not reopening it every single time that happened. There's also like cutscenes, and I see that in this week's notes they did improve some of them, but cutscenes and stuff are bad. There's dudes just like floating instead of walking in certain scenarios, which wouldn't be insane if this was like a beta test for it, or you know, it hadn't been released on the KR servers 3 months earlier after being in development. But that was pretty disappointing to see, that the overall quality felt pretty poor with it, and the number of bugs and crashes was extensive. That being said, I know there's also people that didn't have issues with any crashes and fixes, and that's great, but it's also anecdotal. There are plenty of people that did, and I have plenty of video footage of it occurring, and it like I said, it put me in a bad mood with it in general. But I finally got it done. I got my Dawn's gloves. They're sitting at try. I failed TET like 6 times already. So we're moving on from it. I just hope that maybe some feedback hits PA in general with that, and we learn and grow from this, because I will be honest with you, I don't know that if a new region were to drop and I'm locked behind 10 hours of quests that are that buggy again, if I have the stomach to sit through it, especially not when Diablo 4 just came out a few weeks ago and all I did was contemplate logging out and playing a different game instead, and coming back to the quest line when they got some of the stuff sorted out, which it looks like not everything that I'm aware of is an issue was mentioned in the patch notes, but some of it was. So the work in progress. It's just perplexing why this was live on another server for 3 months first, and then these issues come up now. Not to say that there wouldn't be issues, but the issues are coming up now and then being addressed 1 week after release here. That's where I wonder, like, okay, what was it like when it launched on KR then? You know what I mean? Anyways, done bitching. Let's move into the Pearl Shop and go from there. First up, we have the return of the Morning Light Dawn set. And I almost feel like this was a personal attack, because I haven't touched pearls in such a long time, and I probably will, since we have the 1+1 set returning. We've seen 2+1 and even 3+1 coming around in somewhat recent. And I don't go for those. This one, I probably will. I don't see anything I want to purchase right away out of the pearls, but hey, they got me, drew me back in. You did it. Bring me the 1+1. We've got new outfits for Wusa, the lunar blue outfits available for her and Megu as well. You can get that in a pack or just a standard if you want. Comes with some extra cron stones and whatnot if you go with the pack. The Arctic Fang outfit's on sale right now for $16.50, as is the Rosa de Charon for the female classes. We've got Dracania, Wusa, and Megu have a Trilby headpiece available. They also get the Blanchard's set, which was previously available to other female classes, now extended to those 3 as well. We've got a Year of Service all-in-one pack at 1730 pearls, which gets you a classic outfit, 7-day value pack, 50 artisans, 50 crons, and then a 10 and 20% discount coupon. We've got the Monster Slayer Bounty Pack at 1500 pearls, which has a Blessing of Kamisil for 15 days, 500 cron stones, 2 maids, 10 item drop scrolls, and a 20% pet coupon. Then we have the Super Duper Premium Pack, and it is large, 14,640 pearls. It's got 6 outfits, 100 artisans, and then 6 rare cronstone bundles with it. Then we have the Premium Enhancement Pack. It's 2,600 pearls. It has 125 artisans total, then 20 memory fragments, 10 Valk's Cry, and 2 50 stacks. The bigger version is slightly better pearl per artisan anyways. It's 6,150 pearls. That gets you a total of 300 artisans, 50 mem frags, 30 Valk's Cry, the 250 stacks, 260 stacks, and 2 Old Moon Fortune scrolls alongside it. Then we have a lot of sales on some outfits to pick up, and they're 60% off as opposed to the 50% we've seen in the past for it. So you can get a premium outfit box. To note, that one's not going to work on Shy or Megu. Then we have the Succession, that is discounted down to 1360 pearls. The Succession Classic version of these is 1160 pearls, as is the, looks like just the Event Classic outfit box, also being 1160 pearls. Got a 7-day value pack on sale for 140 pearls. Not too shabby there. The Celestial Horse Calling Horn is 900 pearls right now. 16 inventory expansion is 580. And then we have the weekly outfit that is on sale, the Valkyrie Asa Cerberi Premium Set, 2720 pearls. To note, these are going to become available for Wusa and Megu. I don't know when, but they did get announced for KR, so theirs should come out in the next few weeks, and ours shortly after that, or hopefully shortly after that. So that's a really cool outfit set. If you haven't seen it, it's a full-on armor. They don't have a preview here, but it's a full-on like armor set, and those two classes getting it should be pretty interesting. To note, it won't include the weapons for them. It's just going to be the outfit itself. So there you have it for this week's patch notes, Pearl Shop, and a little bit of my bitching included. Let me know what you guys think about what's going on in the comments down below. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to like it. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe so you get notifications for new videos when they go live. And if you'd like to catch me playing live, there's a link to my Twitch page in the description down below. You can jump on over there and drop a follow so you get notifications for that as well. With that said, that's going to be it for this one. I want to thank everybody for watching, and I will see you next time.